You all set the bar really, really high, so now I'm gonna bring it right back down for you, okay? So here's me when I was a little kid, and you're probably wondering, why am I the problem? Well, I'm a designer, and I'm costly. I'm always causing trouble everywhere I go and wrecking all sorts of heads. And so I'm the problem, but I want to be cool, right? You can see me here. I'm trying to be cool, but you'll find out in a second why I'm actually not that cool. I've been spending 25 years wrecking the heads of managing directors and bankers and all sorts of folks who are trying to resist design but know they need to have design. So now I work at Connect, and at Connect, it's all the more important that we connect and that we influence and that we do good things for design. So I'm just going to tell you a secret that the name of my talk is a Taylor Swift quote, and it's because I actually like Taylor Swift. I'm sorry, I want to be cool and tell you that I love the latest Wet Leg album, which I do, but I also like Taylor. And I will also tell you that while I was finding out all about Metallica when I was in my 10s, I was also listening to Enya. I'm sorry, I'm no longer going to apologize for the fact that Enya is in my song history. And when I was in high school, Baby One More Time, I tried to deny that that was not on my playlist, but 100% not only was it on my playlist, but I had the CD. I want you to think that I was listening to Rage Against the Machine, and I was, but I was doing both. So what does that mean about why I'm the problem? Well, it's that I found out that it was all art, right? The thing that I thought was cool was art, but Britney was also art, and so was Taylor. So what can I do to find that art in everything else? I'm being the problem by wanting only to like Rage and not embracing my inner Britney. So I'm going to help you kind of figure out what I'm doing. But first, we have to set the stage. Right now, we're being crunched, right? Lots of people laid off, maybe some of you. We have smaller teams, longer roadmaps. We are being asked to do a lot with very little, and competition is fierce. Not only in our teams, but between our products, right? We are fighting for the very last drop of market share. So probably we need to stop being a problem and start being a solution. But we're all trying to stay in our little boxes so we can protect ourselves. We've all been told to make boundaries and keep boundaries, and that it's good for us to have boundaries. And I'm not going to deny that. I think boundaries are great, but we have to find a way to get a little bit out of our box. So back to me and my brother. Like, what are we going to do about this? What can I do? I'm saying we, but I'm really meaning I, and hopefully you're thinking maybe you feel the same way. So what am I going to do about it? First, I have to tell you what really the problem probably is with me. The first thing is I think that everything I do is awesome and is the right way to do things. Like my way, I have a master's degree and I have 25 years of design, so of course my design method is the best. In addition, I think I know the user the best. I think I know the stakeholders the best, and I think I know everything about those people and the product better than everyone else. And then the third thing is, I think that 25 years gives me a golden gut, and that golden gut is filled with all sorts of goodness. But I'm not talking about the fact that maybe that golden gut is filled with a little bit of trash and a little bit of bias, right? And so what am I going to do about that? We can't keep repeating the same mistakes that we've done over the past 25 years, right? I actually took this picture. This is real. We can't keep doing the things the same way and expecting a different result. So what are we going to do differently? I think the first thing that we need to do, I'm going to tell you three, but the first thing that we need to do is break down a wall. And I'm not going to tell you every single wall. Try one wall and see if you could break one wall and work with someone different and try to solve that problem together in a different way. The second thing is to give love. Right now, I know we're love-starved sometimes when it comes to being designers, but give love first and see if you get it back. And see if that maybe changes the way that you work with a particularly different stakeholder. And then finally, do things a little bit different way. Emotionally detach yourself from something you're holding on to really, really tightly. do it a little bit differently, like my daughter did by putting the makeup on her dolly. Just try one experiment where you detach emotionally from something. And I hope those 3 things, maybe in 1 year's time, will hold each other accountable and tell me if you are still being the problem like me. Thanks.